Holy moments are
simple,
contagious,
daring, astonishing,
courageous.
Some moments are holy,
Some moments are unholy.
and you get to decide.
You're probably yearning to know a little bit more about holy moments and specifically how you can begin to activate them in your life. That's the Holy Spirit stirring within you. Our hunger for goodness comes from God. Let's break down a holy moment, line by line, concept by concept. A holy moment is a single moment in which you open yourself to God. You make yourself available to Him. You set aside personal preference and self-interest. And for one moment, you do what you prayerfully believe God is calling you to do. Let's take a look at it. A holy moment is a single moment. The beauty of a single moment is that it's not overwhelming. It's not a day, a week, a month, or even a whole hour. It's just one moment. In that one moment, you discover what you are capable of doing and who you are capable of being and becoming. Both discoveries will amaze you, in which you open yourself to God. Are you open to God? Sometimes we are, and sometimes we aren't. We can be open to God in some areas of our lives and closed to Him in other areas of our lives. Holy moments give us the chance to experience what it's like to be 100% open to God. Because no matter who you are or what you have done in the past, we are all capable of opening ourselves 100% to God for a single moment. You make yourself available to Him. If you want to see miracles, make yourself available to God. When we make ourselves available to God, amazing things happen. Throughout history, God has collaborated with the most unlikely people to make amazing things happen. And now, He wants to collaborate with you. God almost never chooses the most qualified person or the people in positions of power and authority. God chooses people nobody would expect. When God is looking for someone to collaborate with, He chooses those who make themselves available to Him. He does not see your past as an impediment to your future. The rest of your life begins the moment you make yourself available to God. You set aside personal preference. Personal preferences are great. We prefer certain types of food, music, chocolates, movies, sports, books, animals, and cities. We all have personal preferences, tons of them. But our preferences don't stop here. We prefer specific outcomes in situations. We have preferences about what people say and do. And all these preferences can become self-serving and blind us to what is best. God may desire what you desire. God's preference may be the same as your preference. But in order to find out, we need to set aside our personal preferences so we can look at a situation through God's eyes. You set aside self-interest. Why do we cling so tightly to self-interest? We aggressively defend and pursue self-interest because we believe if we don't look out for ourselves, nobody else will. It is the fruit of the every man for himself ethos. It has its roots in medieval times, having first appeared in Chaucer's The Knight's Tale in the late 1300s, but remains deeply embedded in today's culture. This approach is a fundamental denial of God's providence. God will not take care of me, so I have to take care of myself, is essentially what it really proclaims. God is more committed to your happiness and flourishing than anybody. But getting what you want doesn't make you happy. You know that, and God never forgets it. What is good for you is better than what you want. The more we evolve spiritually, the more we want what is good for us. Learning to desire what is good for you requires getting beyond your personal preferences and self-interest. This is essential to bring about alignment between God's desires and your desires. And every holy moment you create with God strengthens this alignment. You can set your self-interest aside. God always has your best interests in mind. But keep in mind, we are only talking about a single moment here. And yet, each time you set aside your self-interest for a holy moment, you will discover that it is safe and your trust in God will grow. And for one moment, the idea that leads most addicts to relapse is the idea that they can never do it again. Alcoholics in recovery are taught not to think about never having a drink ever again. They are encouraged to take life one day at a time. Those that are successful with this approach find themselves stringing together months and years and decades of newfound happiness and sobriety. We're just talking about a single moment here. One holy moment. We're not even taking life one day at a time. We're taking life one moment at a time. It's essential to remember this at every point in our journey together. We are simply trying to find out what is possible in a single moment. Once we understand the power and possibilities that a single moment holds, it soon dawns on us that stringing a few of these moments together could accomplish incredible things. You do. Holy moments are active, not passive. They don't just happen. We make them happen in collaboration with God. We choose them. A holy moment is a grace-filled, prayer-directed action, but it is an action. What you prayerfully believe. Prayer-guided action is powerful. Seek God's counsel before you act. The Holy Spirit yearns to coach, mentor, advise, and guide you every moment of your life. I have never met anyone who relied too much on the Holy Spirit, though I have often relied too little on Him. God is calling you to do. God is calling you every day to new adventures and opportunities. He often sends them disguised as opportunities for holy moments. The Holy Spirit wants to guide you in wisdom in each moment of the day. When we listen to the voice of God and do what God is calling us to do, we live deeply fulfilling lives, and our souls erupt with joy. There are so many things that we cannot change in this troubled world. When we focus on the negative, our energy is quickly drained. We become anxious, stressed, overwhelmed, and exhausted because it is demoralizing to feel helpless. But we are not helpless. The power of holy moments demonstrates that we are the opposite of helpless. The principle of holy moments teaches us to focus on the good we can do. This energizes us. Some moments are holy, some moments are unholy, and our choices can guide a moment in either direction. This is an enormously empowering truth. Let holy moments show you what is possible.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Come sit, babe.